Good morning, everybody. This is my Automakers challenge, and we're going to start with Cookie Monster's car. I think he's the first one might send me a car. It's the Cookie Abishi. This is Tommy Makaning 5 Kito, and I can't see what the rest of it says. It's very Japanese. So let's look what we got here. Look at what we got here. Okay, it's an aluminium semi-space frame, aluminium front longitudinal, double wishbone front, semi-trailing arm rear. It's 2000. That's the model year of this. It's inline 5. I know he loves inline 5s. It's a basically a 2.9. It's like 2870. Dual overhead cam, 5 valves per cylinder, cast iron head material and bottom material. No VDL. Forged steel, lightweight titanium, lightweight forged. So he's got 379 horsepowers with 285 foot-pounds of torques. I know some people use Newton meters, but I grew up understanding what foot-pounds was, and I just can't convert. 8.1 to 1 on a ratio with 84 cam profile, VVT on intakes only. Multi-port fuel injection, performance intake regular 86, 14.6 on the fuel with 38 ignition timing, and 7600 RPM rev limiter. The engine reliability's, about what you expect. Maybe in 2000, 60.1. I'm going to pretend like it's 60.1 months. So 5 year, 60,000 mile warranty. That's pretty decent. Yeah, high flow 3-way, baffle. Plus 2 on exhaust quality. It's like 37 on loudness. So it's pretty quiet. I know Cookie Monster likes quiet engines, and so we're going to give it a listen here. And up until about certain points, the turbos is actually louder than the engine. Well, it's only got one turbo. Yeah, that's one thing I know about Cookie Monster. He likes to make them fast. He likes to make them quiet. I don't know if he's going for like the sleeper approach, where it's like, it doesn't sound like it can kick your butt, but it can. So yeah, we'll just look at it, It's got this front spoiler on the hood here, or bonnet, depending on where you at in the world. I don't have nothing against it. Kind of makes it look ricey. That's not bad. Why not do something like that? Nobody else is doing it. I like how it looks though. $5K DP. It says turbo. Looks really nice. So let's look at the mechanical part of it and everything like that. All-wheel drive manual 5-speed. Yes, I love manuals. I absolutely love manuals. I wouldn't want anything else. I had an automatic. I kept it for 3 years. 3 years only. But I only deal with manuals. Geared LSD. 0 to 62 in 4.7 seconds. It's pretty quick. sports compound with the 275 30 16s. So it's got real low profile tires and plus 3 quality on that. See, that missing any plus quality anywhere else. Let's see, vented 2 piston in the front, 13 inch. Vented 1 piston, 11 inch in the rear. No under tray but coin flaps. That's the way I do it. Because I don't want no under tray blocking, you know, what part I want to work on. Not that, you know, you'll be working on my cars very often because I build mine for reliability. But, you know, if you do have to, I want to make it easy for you. It's oh, I got my Discord open. If it starts beeping like crazy, I'll just do something about it. 2 of these full seats front and 2 of these, like, I don't know, I think maybe what this means is like old Tommy seats, you know, back in the 70s when they didn't have like headrest. I don't know what that means, but I see sport interior with a standard CD. It could be kid seats, I don't know. I don't know. Variable hydraulic ESC, standard 90s. Standard semi-active. Alright, it costs $24,767. You know what? This is a pretty good car that competes with the Subaru. 39.6 on safety. I'm just looking at things that really matter to me. 56 on trim reliability. 19 miles per gallon. So yeah, it's good, you know. Top speed's 155 miles per hour. Usually cars are electronically limited to that. So yeah, let's look at the next car here. I'll be talking as my slow loading times, you know, come up. Now let's close up my windows. Maybe things will go faster. Okay, next is by Adam the Automation Guy. He calls this the Clio Armor R6 something. Okay. Well, right off the bat, you know, Renault is using the Clio, so you may get sued for that. Name your car the Clio. But what I was talking about electronically limited, you know, I wonder why people thinks, and they all agreed on it, all these car manufacturers, like, let's limit a car to 155 miles an hour. Who's going to be really driving that fast? I mean, like, the fastest speed limit here is 85 miles per hour. Anyway, I'll continue this later on the next loading screen. See, it's a 2002 fiberglass monocoque, corrosion resistant steel, front longitudinal double wishbone, front and rear. What in the world is these brakes doing? Go back. That's funny because it's like this curves up and this curves down, and they just kind of like meet in the middle. I'm thinking that the game probably forgot that it was all-wheel drive. It's an inline 5 magnesium with an aluminium silicate head, 5 valves per cylinder. It's a 2.5 liter. It's 536 horsepower, 427 foot-pound torques. Billet steel like titanium, like they forge. Getting tongue twisted there. VVT all cams, 9.6 to 1. Compression ratio 72. Cam profile. Engine reliability 63.9. Of course, it's turbocharged. Plus 1 quality on turbocharger. It looked like plus 4 quality on turbocharger, plus 4 quality on the fuel. Direct injection. Car's 2002, the engine's 2007. That's interesting. Maybe the first engine blew up, I don't know, since 2002. What was that, 5 years? I'm not going to do math right now. Per cylinder performance, premium octane, 11.9 to 50 on ignition timing, 8,000 rev limiter, short, high flow 3-ways, 2 straight throughs with plus 4 quality, 45 on the loudness. I'm going to pretend like it's decibels. Yeah. You know, some people like Bashar, they look at this power graph and are like, oh, it's unusable power. It's useless. It's a useless power band. Well, what that moron don't understand is, look, at idle, you're sitting at 134 foot-pounds of torque, and that's enough to get the vehicle going. It doesn't necessarily have to, the power curve have to be back here. As long as you got enough torque to get it going, that's all you need. Okay, some of the fixtures didn't get poured over, but I mean, those like headlights, like right here. Yeah, I think I was supposed to keep my Discord open to show you a picture, but you know, I like it. I like his rear diffuser. You know, I just think everybody's like a better designer than me. I hate it. I hate designing. But he went with a single wiper. Kind of like Koenigsegg does, I guess. One thing about this wiper, looks very long, so it's kind of like when it comes down, I'm going to imagine that it comes like off on both sides, like off the screen. It might be a little bit too long, but I'm not going to count it against them. Plus 2 quality on the body. My mom will probably like that gray color. She likes gray metallic, dark gray metallics. Yep, that's what it was. The game forgot it was all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. That's fast. That's the sequential 6-speed electric LSD. Sports compound 255 40 18s. Alloy rims. Vented disc 2 piston, 13 inch on the front. Vented disc 1 piston, 12 inch on the rear. Got a little bit of brake fade. Stops at 106.2 feet. Pad top 68. Downforce cooling flaps. And it's got some downforce in it. Brake airflow is 60. 2 seats, sport, standard CD. Electric ABS, advanced 2000s. Active sport, semi-active passive. Yeah, let's keep going here. It's a $40,616 car. So it's a little bit more premium. 54 on safety, which is more than Cookie Monster had, and 57 reliability on trim and 18 miles per gallon. It's a performance car. That was me snoring. Thought I was going to fall asleep there. Not that this is boring, because I woke up a little early. I went to bed late and woke up a little early. Armor Motors. Yeah, back to that 155 mile per hour situation. I limit it to like 90 miles per hour. Uh, or 100. I don't know what the magic number 155 means. Okay, this is a model one. It's a 2019 steel panel material, monocoque steel, front transverse with McPherson strut, semi-trailing arm. Seems like he's building this car cheap, affordable. It's an inline 4 aluminium head and block. It's a 2.2 inline 4 with 169 horsepower, 146 foot-pound torque, VDL. Yeah, cast iron all the way across, and it's really good engine reliability. Best I've seen so far is 79.4. Quiet too, 38.3. 10 to 1 compression, 46 cam. That's pretty good for like torque. VVT +1 quality on that. Naturally aspirated. I do like naturally aspirated for reliability. Direct injection single with a standard intake. Regular octane. I like it when people choose regular octane because the difference in price of gasoline, to me it's not worth it to go premium or super. Some places 10 cents extra for each upgrade, and some places 15 cents extra on a gallon. 15 fuel mixture, so it's completely leaned out, and it's like 76 ignition time on with a 68 RPM rev limiter. +2 quality on that. Short cast headers. High flow 3-way. Reverse flow +1 quality. Let's listen to it. Yeah, I'm so glad he chose to keep a 4-cylinder quiet, because to me 4-cylinders just sound horrible. I got nothing against the overall design of an inline 4, but to me they sound horrible. They sound like somebody farting in a metal bucket. One thing about Armor Motors he does that I like is he has a very square engine. It's like 3.5 to 3.5 on the bore and stroke on everything he makes, and that's one thing I've always noticed about him. And it's cheaper to do things like that too, because if he made like a V16 like that, then you just cut like 4 cylinders off to have a 12-cylinder, cut 6 cylinders off to have a V10, so on like that. And all his pistons are interchangeable with each engine. It's very smart and it's very cheap to do. Other automotive companies do that, like the Dodge 3.9. 5.9. I think it's a 360 cubic inch. And you cut 2 pistons off, which makes it a V6, and it's like 3.9, which I have in my truck right now. So everything's interchangeable in the engine department. Okay. So he went with a solid white, and I think he was using some modded fixtures that just didn't get ported over to my game. I don't know if these are the actual rims for this car, but if they are, then this is probably the base model, I would say. It's probably a middle class working car. I think he might have been using some headlights I don't have, but this got ported over. But I should ask him for some pictures of this car because he makes good looking cars, you know. And he's got the windshield wipers the correct way. I always thought they was the other way. And I was building cars like that, the windshield wipers on backwards. But then I got to looking outside at the 4 vehicles I have here, and they're all this way. And I was like, oh, I've been building cars wrong. They might work the other way. I don't know, but just, you know. Same thing with the taillights. I just think he might have been using some mods that I don't have. I don't go crazy with mods. And yeah, I like your station wagon though. I think those are basically non-existent now. There might be a few making them still yet. It does 0 to 62 9.1 seconds. As long as it does it under 10, I'm okay. It's a front-wheel drive manual, 5-speed. Somebody else with a manual. Good on you. Good on you. Excuse me, I burped. Open differentials. Yeah, if it's not that powerful, I forgot to see how much horsepower it had. 169 with 146 foot-pound torque. Okay. Yeah, if it's not that powerful, why not have open differentials? It's not like you're encountering a lot of wheel spin. Like, I think he's trying to build this kind of premium, but it's got alloy rims on it. But you know, trying to keep it affordable. Solid disc 2 piston, 11 inches of front solid disc 2 piston, 9 inches on the rear. Stops on 119.1 feet. I think he's made it where it just barely won't lock up. I don't know. I think the rear brakes might lock up. Negative 15 quality on the brakes. Am I missing anything else here? Yeah, that's okay to do. It just makes the vehicle a little bit heavier. No under tray, no cooling flaps. He's really building this car for the people that's like middle class. I say middle class jokingly. It's really for, like, you know, people who really can't afford a car, a brand new one. It's got standard interior with basic infotainment. So yeah, it's a base model. Negative 2 quality on that. It seats 5 people. He's got real powerful, real expensive power steering, electric variable with electronic stability control. And standard 10s on the safety. Progressive gas motor, semi-active. Yeah, wow. It's pretty big for its size too. So you get a whole lot of car for like $10,138. 45.6 safety points. Trim reliability is 66.1. 28 miles per gallon. Yeah, I like it. So last one is Adam, the automation guy. I allowed people to get like seeing in 2 cars. Just first it was 3 people, and ended that deadline. But I gave an extension to those who sent me a car and saying, "Hey, I only got 3 cars. If you want to, send me another car." Only one person did that, and that was Adam, the automation guy. So he's sent in a 1990 year. Fiberglass monocoque, corrosion resistant steel, front longitudinal wishbone front and rear. That's 154 foot-pounds torque with 154 horsepower. He went with a square engine too, a 2 liter in Boxer 4. That's going to sound good. I like a Boxer 4. Overhead cam, 4 valves, aluminium head and block, forged, lightweight forged. Injury liability is 51.9, so it's lowest of the group. 7.4 to 1, 53 on cam profile, VVT. He's got a turbocharger. Multi-port fuel injection, standard intake. It's per cylinder configuration. Regular 86 octane, 14.2 on the fuel mixture and 50 on ignition time and 73 RPM rev limiter. Dual exhaust, high flow, 3-way, straight through. 42.3, so it's kind of quiet. I don't think it needs to, be like that. I believe you can back off the rev limiter and get a little bit more reliability out of it. I mean, it's up to him. He, like I said, build the cars any way you want to. Yeah, that sounds a whole lot better than inline 4, in my opinion. To some people, inline 4 might be the best sounding engine there is. Probably Japanese people. Those are like the drift. Woohoo! Look at this. Got some 90s style EFI badging, and it's supposed to be 1990, but it looks like it's got some 70s tail lights. But man, I tell you, I like that. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I like this one better than the other car they've seen in. Those backwards windshield wipers. I'm not going to count it against them or anything like that. Just, go outside and look at your own vehicles or your parents or whoever you may live with and see which way the windshield wipers are going on it. Okay, it's a rear-wheel drive, manual 4-speed. Geared LSD, plus 5 quality on that. 0 to 60 in 8.6 seconds. 220s in the front, 240s in the rear. 50 17s. Alloy rims. Salt disc, 2 piston, 11 inches. Salt disc, 1 piston, 10 inches on rear. Stops at 111.8 feet. Semi-clad. So you got like a bench seat in the back, and it's got a 5-seater basically. It's a Spark with a standard 8-track. Plus 2 quality on the interior. Hydraulic ABS plus 4 quality. Advanced 90s plus 4 quality. Progressive. Gas monotube. Passive plus 4 quality on the suspension. $24,582. I don't know what that means in 1992 or 1990. I don't know what that means. Sounds expensive for that time, I guess. 39.9 on safety. 52.6 trim reliability. 19.9 miles per gallon. It's pretty good economy. So alright, I'm going to end this and I'm going to port these cars over to Beam and G and drive them.